Hajime mashite, everybody. I did a quick video today, a brief live as a demonstration on various skills of what you may need for production. Let me start with my own personal tracks you can find on, these are more samples. I had a few things out before, but I'm not. Okay, so I'm literally going to work backwards now. So I was just playing this for lives again. I just want people to... My music, okay, this is from composition into SoundCloud. I prefer SoundCloud over Spotify because it's been around for a lot longer and you have pictures and all these wonderful things you can add to it, videos. This is something I did a while ago. And then that, we're gonna work backwards. This is a track that I'm experimenting with at the moment. So before it gets onto SoundCloud, you create an idea. I don't know if this idea works out. Okay, and the volume's a little low. Yeah, I haven't changed the volume. Demonstrated. Okay, so this is not really anything complete yet, but you can see what it looks like, what it sounds like when it is completed on the SoundCloud. I'll give you a demonstration on my piano here. We're going to just use Mozart, which is what I kind of briefly played. It wasn't perfect, but... I'll try to... Production doesn't necessarily require classical. Anyway. So one would generally have a larger space, and beat making would be kind of the situation. But let's go ahead and let's experiment. Let's start with the new one. I'm going to start with the new beat. Okay. So now we're going to create... Okay, so we're going to create it from here. There are various ways of doing this. You can lower the volume, kit piece. Adjust the volume. You can get a sequencer. Okay, so you can create what I would recommend is probably listening to that. Then going back into this. Okay, so there you just created. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so now it created a different beat sound, right? Okay, so you just created your own beat, and you can just keep layering it like that. So the more you layer it, the more interesting the beat becomes. And there are many different ways. If you test and experiment on here how to do it, there are lots of different things you can do. So you have two different sounds created by individual instrumental percussion pieces, and then you build it up and create like your own beats. Okay, so that's how that's done. And I'm using my portable speaker so you guys can hear it. I do have a mini keyboard here, but it doesn't connect into the speaker, which is complicated. So I didn't. In theory, you can use this, or you can use this for the construction. But I already have, yeah. So if I were to travel, I would take this kind of stuff. I would take these to wherever location if I need to do any music, and create my music with my little portable station here. And all of these sounds can be then sent over to the computer, which is what I've done for this track over here. Okay. So just going back into this. Okay, so all of these were done individually as well. Nothing completed. It's just a demonstration. Call this a demonstration, okay? So some of those sounds I use beats that I created from my phone. Some of them I used from my iPad. My phone I'm using right now to record, so I'm not able to do that. And that's just basically it. So today was, and then to go back into all the things you see except for the dinosaur. But I created my own soundproofing. The painting you see over there that says Valentino, I did myself. Did the little cranes, and then you have the fashion. So I work from home. I have capabilities of doing both now. Before I wasn't able to do my music and my fashion in one space. It was always one job or the other. It was never both. So creating a job or creating an environment that enables me to do both, I feel like I'm at my most creative and I can create the most amazing things within the space that I've constructed. And that's basically it. And then I have these two fur babies. I'm busy making I think maybe the next one. I was also demonstrating on how to paint a car. And I want to complete my fur baby's harness. So I was sewing this the other day. I have to do this. So I was sewing this the other day. I just cut out the pattern. Okay, so I'm now finishing up sewing it. Okay. So stock, if I don't have capabilities of, I'm just recycling leather that I had. This will eventually be for my fur baby. I'm going to demonstrate it on, I haven't pulled this guy out in a while. So I'll use this as the demonstrating space or piece. Okay, let's put it on there for now. So this is supposed to be completed. Once it's completed, you'll see that this falls into place. This is a harness for a pet. I make the harnesses for my babies because I can never find their sizes in the stores. So my answer was to make them the harnesses. This should be completed soon. I'll I'll have it complete and ready for people to see the next time. Okay, so I make it over the neck and around. Okay, so I just keep it simple. I have other patterns that I've made before, but because I have 2 babies that like to go on walks, I make their pieces. I had a plan of using this fabric for something else, but I haven't seen anything in the store for Dior, so I decided maybe I should just finish making this for him. Okay, so I need to put the Velcro on, so Velcro will be added, and then the design should be added, and then we'll have a new harness, and very soft for summer. Very soft for summer. So that will be completed soon. So yes, I do various things. I don't just stick to one, because sometimes you need to know your limits, and not all the time will you be making money in music. You have to have multiple skills so that you can generate money in other formats. Okay, so in other formats, sit. Okay, so there's my dog. Okay, so that's the general idea. So yeah, I do multiple things. I think it's important to have multiple skills. I have a Poshmark live, which I've been invited to do with Poshmark. I've usually done them online, and this time it happens to be in person, which will be kind of cool. I've been doing Poshmark for 3 years now. It's live, so you're allowed to do it if you've done it for a few years, I suppose, and if you're a Poshmark ambassador. I take my own photographs. And then I do my own graphics. I've built my own sites. I set up my own, there's everything I do. So I do lots of things. Today just happened to be a brief demonstration on the music. I may do fashion for the next one, even though it says Compose Music with Cinta Margot. I don't know, I'm debating on changing the name. I'm not sure. I do feel as if composing music could mean various things, or maybe I call it Compose Music, Art, and Fashion with Cinta Margot. I don't know. I'm still debating on that, so I have to see how that's going to work out. So that's it for today, folks. I just want to show you what I've done. This is just a quick demonstration on a few things. You can check the video as to what I spoke about on the live, and I will be back the next time. Hopefully I will have this ready, or I can show you how I'm going to finish this up for another video. But I feel as if craft is important to know, because that skill comes in handy if you're trying to start a business. And starting a business is never easy, but to have a basic skill like learning how to make something, whether it's origami. I made origami necklaces. I can show you that. That's craft. You can sell those necklaces. You can sell things like harnesses. You can make jackets that you can sell on Poshmark. It all depends on what your personal skills are. So I'm going off of what I can do, which is music, bringing the two together, music, art, and fashion, because I've studied all of them. I'm 44, I was born in '79. So I have a few years of skills in these areas because of what I studied. Thank you again for joining me, and I will speak to you guys the next one. Arigatou gozaimashita, matashita, sayonara, and jane bye-bye. And have a great Easter.